They got the brightness all the way up on the phone, yet it still doesn't look bright at all. Because it's super sunny out here. On the sunny side of things, so I'm trying to see if I can see everything. Chat and whatnot, I don't know. I have to squint. How do I see the chat? I guess somebody got to chat something. There's somebody in here. Hello. Say something so you can be seen. Say something so you can be seen. Motherfuckers. Oh, here go the chat little icon. There is no chat history. I got a chat from Notice. There is no chat history. I just want somebody to type something so I know this isn't going unlisted or streaming in private, because these apps have a funny habit of doing stuff of the such. So, yeah. Chest starting to get some size back to it. I've been rocking the push-ups all day. What's up, one person? Write something so I know this thing is, so I know it's real. Write something so I know it's real. Just taking a stroll down Queens. Go to the gym, knock something out, and do the usual boring, mundane shit that I do on the day-to-day. This shit will drive you insane. It's almost like the definition of insanity, doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Except I'm not expecting a different result, I'm just doing the same old, sustaining of myself. One person. There's a small channel, but I want to go into speaking a bunch of shit to a crowd of 0 or 1. Say I just call somebody on the phone to talk to them one-on-one. Walk around. Gotta rock it, don't stop it. You gotta rock it, don't stop. Alright, anybody saying anything? And anything populating in here, so I'm gonna end it so I can know, just so I can test it myself to see if this is live and viewable by the public. Wow, that's a very tall woman. Y'all want to see a tall woman? This bus wasn't in the way. Fuck it. Move over. Y'all gonna see the tall woman. She don't even look as tall anymore. I don't know, from the front she looked dumb tall. So I'm gonna hit end just so I can see, unless one of these buttons tell me it's public. Well, any of these buttons do. Feel like President Trump with his hand in the nuclear button machine. What does this button do? Psh, blow up North Korea. Okay. Broadcast setting video is 16 by 9. Okay, I got a broadcast setting is public. Okay, so the shit is public and on. Still ain't nobody saying, oh, somebody saying something. Simply deep up in the thing, fam. What up, what up? You should have a wrench, right? You got one now, don't you? As you should. I hooked it up last night for you. Fuck it, I'll just get to it, I guess. Walking real talk. So how's your day going? Thanks for the mob, bro. Okay, you do got it good. It's alright. I'm a late riser, so they gotta just starting for me. Not only do I be waking up late, it takes me a while to like fully wake up and get into the groove of things in the day. I kind of gotta stop that though. It's just the shit I do is, you know what I mean, more an evening thing. So I ain't missing something. But if I get up early, you know, I could probably start doing streams and shows and stuff on some morning shit and do it to a consistent level where it actually builds something. So that would be nice. What's your definition or example? What's my definition or example or humiliation or example of humiliation? Well, I'd say humiliation, first off, can only be defined if the humiliatee, the person who's supposedly being humiliated, feels humiliated. So the definition would vary depending on the person. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could, somebody could have to take a shit and end up shitting in their trousers, you know what I'm saying, soiling their trousers. And other people could look at them and be like, oh, that's quite humiliating. But the person that did it, you know, he could be alone in these streets, living literally on the streets, you know what I'm saying? His property is the sidewalk, the public sidewalk. He got a timeshare with the sidewalks, you know? And, you know, shitting in his, you know, soiling his trousers. It's an everyday thing when he lets his nuts hang, you know what I mean? He might not feel humiliated. So I'd say humiliation is not tangible based on an actual thing that happens. Humiliation is solely the feeling of the person that gets humiliated, you know? Someone will curse a woman out in the street. One will feel humiliated, another one curse another woman out in the street, and she could get turned on. Here's an example. Somebody sees you and your lady in a compromising situation somewhere. Word. Yeah, perfect example. They get caught doing whatever they're doing, you know what I'm saying? He's sticking a frozen piece of dookie up her ass or something, or whatever weird shit they like to do. And they get caught. He feel humiliated. The girl get turned on because now there's an onlooker. So, you know what I mean? That's a perfect example. One guy's humiliated, the girl, she don't give a fuck. She get dookie sickles shoved up her backside. You know what I'm saying? I kind of say this because I have a very high threshold of embarrassment. I don't really embarrass too easily. You know what I mean? And it kind of goes along with ease of performing. You know what I'm saying? Like I can get on the stage, do whatever the fuck. I don't feel stage fright, none of that shit. And it all comes down to recognizing that every single human being, every person goes through feelings of inadequacy, feelings of embarrassment, you know, that not so fresh feeling when they wake up and, you know, scratch their pussy. You know what I'm saying? Some men probably do that too. So that kind of quells a lot of embarrassment, just knowing that everyone goes through shit like that. And it's come to the point, as I've gotten older, you just realize there is no stat quo way that someone is necessarily supposed to act. You know what I'm saying? Like someone may look at someone, oh, he's cool, he's smooth, you know, he's debonair, shit like that. Like there is no standard. And society at large, they like to prop up a standard of a model citizen, of a cool guy, of a nerd, of a this, of a that. And then like if you as your own individual fall short to meeting up to those expectations of that standard, then it's like a feeling of shame and shit like that often comes in. Or a feeling of inadequacy. I am not like this. This is the model of what this is. No, there is no fucking model. A person is a person. Everyone does them. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? One trash, another treasure, all of that shit. And what I've learned to do is to shed that expectation. You know what I mean? Oh, you down with the cool crowd. You not down with the cool crowd. Fuck it. I say what the cool crowd is. I don't try to be cool. Cool tries to be me. That's my outlook on things. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that to me that defines how you doing. Oh, I not really. All right, thank you for asking. The only thing that really I would say would define someone being cool is them being themselves and ridding themselves of that expectation of the intangible, esoteric model citizen that people say is the standard of this or the standard of that. Fuck that. Cool is whatever you do and whatever you are. You know what I mean? A boxing person or an MMA person. Lightly. I was into all that a lot more, you know what I'm saying, some years ago. Try to get back in it, you know what I'm saying? Perfect example, I also like to fuck with the pro wrestling. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are like, why you watch that bullshit, that pro wrestling? I like it. That shit cool to me. And there's a whole community of people watch pro wrestling, and that's that fire. And the more little intimate details you know about this and that, and this person's contract, and this one, and this actual real storyline that turned from a fake storyline, you know what I'm saying? You'll be cool to them because you know all those intimate details. You tell that to another person, they're like, oh, you a little kid. You want some Hulk Hogan WWF shit. They don't even know the shit is named WWE. They're still on that level. But yeah, I definitely like. That's one of the few sports, or you know, fighting sports are one of the few sports that I magnetize too. You know, so yeah, I mean, getting the real talk off to a good start already. Dookie Badass in the thing. What up? Do you got a wrench? Because I think wasn't it you that your account was blocked? Babs blocked you or some shit like that, or was that on my other account? I be forgetting. Trying to see. I don't know if I could hook it up from. No, I don't want to block this ID. Trying to see if we got a wrench. Yeah. So the real talk is kind of getting off to a good start. Thanks to my man Simply Deep, 1985. Another summer. You wrenched up. All right, cool. I know Simply Deep is. Yeah, man, I was gonna get on some walk and talk, vent a little bit. Like I'm looking at this Tyree Sneed. I'm actually gonna try to, I guess, maybe appease to his human side, what little is left of it or whatever it is of it. Because believe it or not, through all his insanity, through all his stalking, through all his wimping and whining, I actually do. There is like a kind of base similarity that I think I share with him. It's just, yeah, we're literally like opposite versions of each other. And as you all know, a lot of times, anti-versions of another thing, there's always going to be that base similarity. Like Bizarro is the anti-Superman, but they're both strong, big motherfuckers that wear red and blue. You know what I'm saying? And then everything else is like the complete opposite. But yeah, what I did, I was doing put together a nice emotional song playlist of some Tone Space tracks on this very channel, and I had let that shit rock for a good amount of time, you know, based off of those premium tiers that some was shedding. Because, you know, I know he listens to me. I know I'm one of his favorite, if not his very favorite artists. So I figured I'd do homie a favor. Not homie, I figured I'd do the favor, put together a playlist of some shit that you can really, like, vibe out to. But the fucked up thing, what's going on, fam? Chilling? Alright, the fucked up thing is it kind of had an adverse effect. Like, I was listening to that shit myself, and that shit had me feeling all fucked up. Reminiscing on the songs and the conditions I were in which I wrote them and the shit I'm talking about in them. So that shit kind of had an adverse effect. But it is what it is. But, yeah, and I said this in the video, trying to warn Ashes. Shout out to Ashley. Dude don't seem like you know what I'm saying? He seems like a dude that if you are with him, he will be faithful. kind of like me with a motherfucker. I'm gonna call women motherfuckers for the sake of this, just because I feel like it. So, you know, comparable to me, he seemed like the type when he's with a motherfucker and I'm with a motherfucker, he'd probably be faithful. But the thing is, his is from a warped, psychotic, stalkery, needy, you know, clinging on to your titties type thing. Like if you with him and your titties are nice and perky, he's gonna be sucking the shit out of them. You know, I'm talking about proverbially, along with, I guess, regular too. You're gonna have to juice him for the milk, and he's gonna be clinging to your shit. So on every little thing, he's gonna be whiny. He's gonna be a bitch. So you know, your shits are gonna turn into Mike's moms after a while. Of course, I'm not talking about Mike Mills' moms or Mike Moore's moms. I'm talking about the other Mike's moms. I'm gonna get a rock star. I'm a rock star now. Oh shit, I don't have a bag. 2 for $3.50, but I don't have a bag with me to hold the other one unless I down both of them shits in one joint. I don't think I want to do all that though. Maybe I will. Well, I get these monster, the monster. They should come out with a Thunder Kick energy drink. Wouldn't that be dope? Oh, some perky boobs. Yeah, I love me some perky motherfucking boobs too on a motherfucker. Yo, tell me that ain't the hot shit. Like, yo, Cliff, ride the momentum. Thunder Kick energy drink. Like, that shit is like the perfect name. Kick, as in give you that kick or boost of energy. Thunder, that's some old energy shit. Clifton Rainey's Thunder Kick energy. Woo-wee! Yeah, Cliff, we got to really brainstorm and politic and make something happen. I'm looking at your logo on here right now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make a logo of the actual kick. I don't know if your foot was totally in the camera, but if it is, boom, we got the foot in camera, Cliff kicking, Thunder Kick energy. Yps. Yo, that shit is crazy. Bomb ass name for a drink, ain't it though? Yeah, yo, Thunder Kick energy. You know, cause I got it from the idea, cause this shit called Monster. So, you know, you already know the linkage to how I thought about that, but Pipeline Punch, or do I want some more other shit? I try to get sometimes I want to get the caffeine joints, but that shit had me, you know, make number runs. I gave myself the runs dripping. So something about these caffeinated mocha cold drinks or something tore my shit up, and I mean for days. Like I had 2 or maybe even 4 of them, like one day, and I was making number runs for a good 4 or 5 days straight after that. Gave an MC the runs dripping. Alright, I don't want this Rockstar shit. 2 for $3.50, 2 for $4. The higher price kind of tells me that it's probably I don't know, maybe I don't got the best phone etiquette. Like a lot of not trying to speak on the phone, or they can't. They'll answer the phone and they'll tell the person, like, yo, I have to call you back because such and such, such and such. I'm not that way. I just don't answer the shit. You know, I don't know if that's considered rude by the general populace, bad etiquette or whatever, but that's how I do. So, especially if I don't know the number, I don't got your number saved. You always got, if you know I don't got your number saved, or you just calling me out the blue, definitely. Fuck, we're gonna get 2 of these, and I'm gonna get 2 of these. I just have to hold one in the bag with me for a minute. Shit said dun 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 dun. Alright, now my shit froze. I think. No cash back.
Swipe or insert card and follow instructions on pin pad.
Swipe and insert big. Oh, somebody got a whole big ass thing going on. Whole big ass production. Okay, the thing froze. Let's see. I should unfreeze it. Get off my elevator. Damn.
Thank you for shopping at CVS. Please remove all bagged items. When you select your way, if you have your extra hair card, please scan the app.
Thunder Kick.
Simply begin to enter phone number, then type.
Thunder Kick Energy by Clifton Rainey. With the sound of the thunder kick on the joint. Wait for this big bozo ass nigga to get up out of here. I can't stand lines. I have little to no patience. And as I get older, my patience wears even more thin. Like to a crazy level. Like if I see a line of 2 people or more, I'm bound to leave the place and nah, I can't do it. Can't do it. But yeah, you know, back to Kyrie. Yeah, he seems like a one woman ass dude, but from a very I don't know, pacifist type way, I guess. Not from a look, I'ma hold you down type shit, and you still have room to breathe and be who the fuck you are. You can just know that I'm solid, that I am a rock, and I'm not gonna fuck you over or around you. He's more on the like, yeah, it's only gonna be you because you're my entire world and I can't see anything else and I need you. You know what I'm saying? So I suspect he's a one-woman man for, I guess, a more selfish reason. I could be wrong.
3, 4. If you have your extra care card, please scan it now.
Stupid motherfucker. Extra care card.
3, 4. Help is required for this item.
Oh, you stupid motherfucker.
Please continue to other items. Help is
required for this item. See, that's why I'm about to just put this shit back and not buy shit, because help is required for this item. I ain't feeling help being required. Shit ain't got alcohol in it. Fuck is going on? Damn, I can't stand stupid motherfuckerness. This thing still. Yeah, perfect example of my lack of patience. I'm trying to buy some shit. Help is required for the help needed. I scanned the shit. There's no alcohol in it. Shit got me heated. That shit right there gave me a boost energy just by way of being fucking heated. Shit. Stupid ass motherfuckers. Alright, I go to Dwayne Reed. And this shit is frozen, stuck. I don't know if it's working. I'm ending it. I'll come back when I come back. Peace.